What is going on, LA Fitness Coaches? Welcome to another episode of the Change Lives Make Money Online Trainer podcast. It's your boy, Brian Mark, and I'm here without my little business partner. He is on a plane right now to Arizona, had to use a stepladder to board the plane. I know he did, so he's not here, but I'm currently 11 days out from my fitness competition. My energy levels are very fucking low. However, whenever we got to show up for the academy, we fucking show up for the academy. So I'm excited to serve. Today's podcast episode is an episode of Pod Chats, where we are bringing on all of my clients that would like to ask me a question, and they get to raise their hand and ask me anything. So without further ado, let's get into it. And our first guest up is none other than Miss Za. What's up, girl?
Hey, Brian.
Hi.
How are you?
I am doing fantastic. Best day of my life. How are you?
Same. So I'm gonna make it quick. I won't do a long backstory just to respect everybody's time. I've been working on getting my mindset shift before I worried about business and everything. So I feel like I've come to a place where mindset is good. I'm ready to do the business now. Yep. So I get up at 3 a.m. and it's not because you and Cole do it. It's because I have a child who has to get up at 6. Yep. So I work on my business before my day starts. I was doing 3 a.m. for so long and still not getting work done because mindset was messed up. Now I'm getting up at 3. I'm oversleeping about 30 minutes or so. And I'm not down on myself or anything. I'm just wanting to take this opportunity to learn what you guys do when things get off schedule, because my schedule is tight. I got a kid. I'm a caretaker for my grandmother. I maintain a marriage. So I'm just when things get off schedule, what is some of the things that you guys do to get back in flow? Because I don't like getting off schedule. You take me on my schedule, I'm irritated.
That right there. So you take my schedule, I'm irritated is a mindset. Mm-hmm. As annoying as that is. I know that you're like, fuck that. It's true though. And so we always act in alignment with the identity that we associate ourselves with. So if you're like, if I'm not on my schedule, I'm irritated. It's like, well, as soon as you're not on your schedule, you're irritated. That being said, I do want to give you business tactics because I think that if you want to be successful, you need to understand what are the income movers in your business. So I'm just going to ask you what actually matters, what moves the needle in income in your business.
I'm doing my non-negotiables, making sure I'm posting daily stories, adding messages. So those are the main things that I keep in front of me, that the 10 before 10, I try to get it done before 10, which the only thing I have left is just to finish out the 30 messages. But like I said, that schedule is tight.
I'm going to shorten that list even more. So if you only have, let's say, usually you have 2 hours to work and you only have 30 minutes, what would be the most important thing to move the needle in your business?
Post the content, message to people.
Boom, you nailed it. That's it. Literally. It's literally that fucking simple. Okay. Not only post the content and message the people, but the outcome should be book one call.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, you guys, if you have a very limited amount of time, you need to focus on the needle movers in your business. And the needle movers in your business are going to be posting content and booking calls and obviously making sales. So obviously when you can make sales calls, make sales calls. But those are the only things that actually fucking matter. And obviously taking care of your clients. But again, if you only have 30 minutes in the morning, you can take care of your clients in the afternoon or on lunch breaks or when you're in the washroom. In the morning, the needle movers in your business are going to be posting content and booking calls. I never fucking miss on that stuff.
Yeah.
So that's super important. And then if you're posting content and it's not working, then the needle movers in your business would be posting content, adding friends, networking, trying to book a call. But it's I think you have the audience to be able to book the call. I think you just need to be really intentional with 1 call booked per day is the outcome that you're after. It might take you 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 5 weeks, whatever, to actually get to a point where you're booking 1 call per day. But when you set that intention of 1 call booked per day, you will get there. And then when you get to 1 call booked per day, then you focus on closing 3 out of those 5 calls. And that habit over the course of the next 6 months will lead you to a $5,000 to $10,000 a month business.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going for. I knew because I took so much time to work on myself that I wasn't going to be booking a whole bunch of clients because of my content. Like you said, I am attracting people. People are talking back to me. But I'm already knowing or thinking my clients will come in November and December. And that will be when I hit those 5K, 10K months again.
What if you hit them this month?
I'll be stoked. I mean, I'm doing the work, so I'm not taking away from that.
So the reason I'm having that conversation is what if, because I know that you said you're adding friends and networking, et cetera, but I actually think that you have the potential audience to be able to book a call per day if you shifted your focus to that. So if you organize your list of order of importance, so it's okay, so if I only have a limited amount of time, you guys, what I do is I'll go to my schedule and I'm what's the least important thing? And then I'll take it off. So posting content and booking calls are the 2 most important things. Anything below that is now least important. And so eliminate some of the least important things, focus on the most important things. And if you can, once you're done and you book a call, you have more time, then you can do one of those other things. But like if you have 10 things on your list and you were supposed to have 2 hours and then you only have an hour, put the income generating things at the top of the list and eliminate anything that doesn't make you money.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Perfect.
Bet. Let's go. Miranda said, thank you for asking this question. She was thinking the same thing. Paige, what up?
Hi, can you hear me?
I can. Congratulations on winning $1,000 on the virtual.
Thank you. Definitely putting it to good use.
I love that.
That's something actually that I'm doing. That's also a main goal of mine, is to do something at least to challenge me. So I'm thinking of hiring my own coach and going towards an own physical goal. So I'm using that to help push myself, because I also listen to Cole's and your guys' podcast, and I can't inspire my clients if I'm not doing something great myself.
Fantastic. Actively choosing discomfort is a powerful thing.
So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So thanks again for the live event. Just learning everything from there was amazing, helping me push further and overcome a lot of mental barriers that I've been struggling with in business. I actually sold a client and have a couple calls booked. So, and I'm getting more traction when I'm adjusting my content. Cole gave me some good advice yesterday, but I know I need to get back on a morning routine, but I feel like I'm struggling with getting everything done in the day according, similar to what Zaw is, but I'm messaging everybody every day, and I'm sending out 30 DMs every day and wanting to follow up on them, which is good because that's where I'm booking calls. But I'm struggling keeping track of every main platform right now is TikTok. Is there a specific kind of workflow or tracking thing that you recommend to do?
Do you want my honest answer?
Yeah.
Oh, well, first things first, let's talk about the morning routine. Create a morning routine that's like 15, 20 minutes long. Mm-hmm. Mine is 20 minutes long, so it's easy to never miss. If your morning routine is like 30 minutes to an hour, it's easy to put off. But like mine is literally 20 minutes long. So no matter what, I always do it because everybody always has 20 minutes. And so I literally listen to my vision video, which is like a 2-minute long video that I listen to every fucking day. I do have a success motivation 10-minute talk I listen to every single day. And then I go for a 5-10 minute walk. And that's literally my morning ritual. It's fucking 20 minutes long. So that's the morning ritual. In terms of tracking, I don't have a tracking system. Here's how I track my leads is I send out messages and the people that respond, I book calls with. Like I don't have a tracking system. I'm fucking being honest. I just don't. And I didn't get one. Like now we have one at PT Domination because I have a big team. Like I have a big team that works with me. But when I first started as a solopreneur, like to get the academy to 500 students, like we didn't have a tracking system. We would message people. The people that message us back, we would follow up with and book calls. That's literally it. So like, don't overstress the small things, especially if you're booking calls right now and you're making money.
Okay. I panicked because I love organization and I like organized. And then Janelle's training that I watch is like never leave money on the table too, like gets to me. So I know I put a lot of pressure on myself and I like to organize. So probably just overthinking it.
Yeah, I think that messy action is better than no action. And if you want to be organized, then track how many messages you're sending out. That's something that you can track, right?
I do.
I think that if you're booking calls and making money right now, I wouldn't throw extra data to track just because you want to. Like, do I think data tracking is effective? Yes. Do I like doing it? Absolutely the fuck not. Do I think it's necessary to hit $10,000 a month? No, I don't. Not the answer I'm expecting, but that's the truth.
Yeah. I know I overthink it and I overcomplicate. Taking a step back is.
Yeah, you just need to take the action and stop. Like, how many steps do you take during cardio? I don't fucking know. How many calories do I burn during cardio? I don't fucking know. I just do the 60 minutes and I shut the hell up. Like, I don't know, right? It's like you just do that. You do the reps. And when you do the reps every single day, the results come.
Cool. Sounds good.
Who are you thinking about hiring as a fitness coach?
I don't know. I was thinking about reaching out to somebody in the academy.
Oh, as we got 50 coaches on this fucking call that are going to lead gen you.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Yep.
All right. Let's get after it. Good to see you, Paige.
Good to see you. Thank you so much, Brian.
You're welcome. What's up, Sammy?
Hello, Brian. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're having an awesome day so far.
Thank you for that.
I am here to talk about a 2-week challenge. I launched it, started on Monday this past week, and I put a lot into getting as many people into it as I possibly could. And I have 27 women who are signed up, ready to go in the challenge, super engaged, like in trainer eyes, responsive, etc. And I booked about 6 calls with some of the women who are interested in my one-on-one coaching before the challenge even started to try to sell them into my full-time program or my long-term program. And every single one of them said the exact same thing at the end of the call, even after overcoming objections, which was, I just want to do the challenge. I just want to see how it goes. I want to see, how the 2 weeks goes first before I commit to anything. And, obviously I tried to overcome the, like, if you want to see your goals actually be hit, you need to invest long-term and whatnot. But all that tells me is that I didn't dig into pain deep enough. And then they don't trust me yet. So clearly I need to like build some trust with them over the next 2 weeks. But I just am curious, like, what your perspective is on like how I go about this now, because I've got 27 women who clearly, like, I obviously want to impact them. I want to change their lives. That's like priority number one. But I'm not naive to see that like there's 27 opportunities here to like sell into my coaching program. So I want to make sure I'm doing everything possible to make sure that I, number one, like make money out of this challenge, but I don't want that to be like my leading factor, like my drive for it, because I know it's more about impacting and like planting seeds than anything. But yeah, how do I get these 6 girls who already said no to me once, like back on a call?
So 3 things actually. Number one, eliminate the last idea, because the last idea is distracting you.
Okay.
I'm going to put myself in your shoes and tell you what I would do if I was Sammy right now. If I was Sammy right now, I would set the intention of literally blowing the fucking challengers' minds with value. Like giving them so much fucking value that even if they didn't sign up at the end of this challenge, they literally were sending you videos at the end of the challenge being like, thank you so fucking much. Like, I can't believe that was free. So that's the intention, is literally to over fucking deliver with so much value that they come back and they're like, thank you. Like, who here was on Pod Chats last week? Raise your hand. Every single person that showed up to Pod Chats last week before they spoke were like, thank you so fucking much for the virtual event. It was mind blowing. And it's because that was my intention going into it. My intention going into it, I was like, this virtual event is going to be so fucking valuable that people are going to be shocked they only paid $97 for it. So like, you need to come in with that intention, and you need to come in with that like level of like, I'm going to change their life, because that's going to lead to good things. So that's number one. Number two is, if I was in your position and I had 0 for 6, I would be booking a role play every single fucking day with somebody in the academy who wants to role play. Send me in the chat box. Every single day with somebody in the academy, and I would get them to throw that objection at me. Get them to be like, yo, give me the objection of like, I just like the challenge, but I'm not really interested in continuing. And I would practice with 5, 6, 7 different people overcoming that objection, because you getting 6 no's in a row is an indicator that you don't have experience overcoming that objection. Third, is with these women, I don't think you should be thinking about getting them back on a call at all. I think you should just be focused on changing their life and let them come to you. Like, they said no, so give them the challenge. And in 7 days, you can follow up and just say, I hope you're getting so much fucking value. And I just want to say thank you so much for being here. They will come back to you if they are ready. I want everybody to write this in the chat. Our job isn't to convince people to get ready. Our job is to find the people who already are. Our job isn't to convince people to get ready. Our job is to find the people that already are. So you're like, well, they said they just want to do the challenge. Well, what if they just want to do the challenge? And then they do the challenge and they're like, I actually enjoy fucking eating pizza and I don't want to fucking lose weight. Right? It's like, it's not your job to convince them otherwise. But if somebody does the challenge and they're like, holy shit, I feel so fucking good, I like need this. Now that's a person that's ready. Now your job is to sell them into the program. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. I knew that was the answer, like that I just need to stop focusing so much on it and just focus on giving like so much value in the challenge so that they come to me by the end. But yeah, I just started like overthinking everything, especially after hearing 6 no's. So I know what to do. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. And like, the practicality is like, if something isn't working, change it. And the only way to change it is by practicing. And the only way to practice is by booking role plays with all the people that are in this chat. And there's like 15, 30 people that just said me. So just go into the chat and then ask them what their Instagram is, send them a message on Instagram and connect with them. That's the benefit of community.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. I'm excited to see you hit $10,000 a month very soon.
Yeah, hopefully.
What do you mean, hopefully?
I will.
There we go. I like that. That's better.
Thanks, Brian.
You're welcome. Arthur, what up?
Hey, Brian, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Good, man. How you doing?
Best day of my life. How can I serve you, brother?
Awesome. Yeah. So I'm pretty new to the academy still. I'm about 6 weeks in. My question's about content. Lately, I've been just going day to day making my content, and it's taking up a lot of time in the day. So I'm planning to do some batch content next week. And I wanted, like, lately I've been focusing mostly on connection posts so my audience can get to know me. But I want to start providing more value and doing more value posts. So besides like doing tutorials on, lifting techniques or nutrition, I was wondering if you might have any suggestions on some value posts that we can make that are a little different to help stand out.
Yep. Who's your avatar?
My avatar is men who are into heavy metal music and want to build muscle.
Heavy metal music and building muscle. All right. Well, men that are into heavy metal music and building muscle obviously aren't going to like recipe tutorials. So we're not going to do that. We think value men, heavy muscle. I would be in the kitchen. Like men that are into heavy metal and building muscle would probably enjoy like fucking high protein meal recipes though. So I think being in the kitchen and showing different like muscle building meals. So I would do like a muscle building meal series. That sounds fucking lit. Where you've got like steak, chicken, and you're just like showing them how to make these like muscle building meals in a way that's actually fucking good. Like you're doing like a protein shake and you're showing them how to blend oats with it to make it actually taste good, add peanut butter, add honey, etc. So I would do like muscle building meal series would be one of the series that I would do. Muscle building meals in the kitchen, because then you can be in the kitchen with your camera and do like fucking 5 or 6 different things. And the muscle building meal series can have metal music in the background so that it resonates with your audience. I think that makes a lot of sense. Maybe you're dressed like fucking Kiss. I think that could be funny too. That's just a side note. I don't know if you have that kind of character. If you're a comedian too, like me, then you could try it out. Value-based videos. I think that you could do a series in the gym of common mistakes, because I'm assuming I know men that listen to heavy metal because that is me. Most of those guys like to lift fucking heavy, right? And because they like to lift heavy, their form's usually shit. And so what I would recommend doing is doing a series being like, if you want to build muscle and you're doing bench like this, stop. And then just show them what they're likely doing with their bench press. So like metal muscle building mistakes or something like that. You could do like a mistake series in the gym. When you're doing tutorials, if you're going to do tutorials, I've found, and it's been proven, that negativity is more polarizing than positivity. So telling people what not to do is always a better idea than what telling people to do. Another thing you can do if you want to stand out in the newsfeed is you could, and this is a little bit more work, but you could find videos of people doing workouts, like search up bench press, doing like bench press wrong, and you could screen record yourself talking about the video and being like, this is absolutely trash. Because if you're not doing that like this, then you're not going to be able to build muscle, et cetera, et cetera. So those are 3 ideas that come to the top of my mind. Does any of those stand out?
Yeah, absolutely. I like the heavy metal kitchen idea. That's a good one.
Yeah. Cool. There we go.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Rock on. No pun intended. Fucking David, did you figure out your mic?
Fuck yes. So thank you. I have a mindset question for you.
Okay.
So obviously, this huge potential in this opportunity, and I have a full-time corporate career. So I guess I want mindset advice on quitting my job, and more around, am I doing the right thing? Because my corporate career is like a big 6-figure income, a lot of flexibility. I don't hate it, but I know by keeping it, I'm limiting my potential. But it's like, there's a lot of fear there. It's like, oh, fuck, what if I quit, when I quit my job, like, what if it doesn't work out? What if like one of my accounts gets banned and I got to start all over again? And it's like, fuck, that's kind of what I'm wrestling with.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I've got some parameters that I've written down, in order for me to say, hey, I'm leaving. Like I need to have, 40 clients. I need to be making, 3 months, $15,000 in a row, and have $50,000 in savings. And then it's like, I don't know, is that too big? But that's kind of what I wrote down. When I have this in place, then I'm ready to pull the plug. But still, there's this fear there.
Well, my friend, I tell you about Maverick. So Maverick, when he was in the program, he was working at a high 6-figure corporate career. And when he started making about $15,000 a month, I encouraged him to quit his job. And he's like, but what about my 401k? And I was like, what about your 401k? He's like, well, online training doesn't have any like security. I'm like, the security is you. Like all the entrepreneurs. He's like, and then he asked me, he's like, what happens if your Instagram account gets disabled? I was like, then I'll start another one, which I fucking did. And it's like, this has everything to do with you and your belief in yourself. This has absolutely nothing to do with all of the parameters that you set up for yourself. It's like, you need to look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, do I believe in myself? Do I believe that I can make this work? And I'm just going to I'll give you my belief. I know that you could. I know that you could. And fear is the enemy of you stepping into your full power, because fear will whisper things in your ear that will cause you to doubt your own potential. But David, you never know, man. That Instagram algorithm could start going the other way. But David, all those clients could definitely just leave you. But David, What if your Stripe account got shut down? But David. And then, so you stay at your job, and then the next 5 years, your online business doesn't grow. You keep hitting this plateau. You're wondering why, but the reason is you're not stepping into it. Guys, when you have momentum, you need to fucking go. When the light is green, press the fucking gas pedal. Take the shackles off. You don't have to work for somebody else anymore. You don't. I'll tell you another story. His name's Mike Mayo. He came on this fucking call and he had his fucking little shirt, his little work shirt on in his office. If you guys have been following the PT Dom story for a long time, then you watch Mike Mayo come on the podcast, wear his little shirt, showing up every fucking day. He is asking the same thing. Should I quit? Like, yes, you should fucking quit. 100%. The next month he quit, he made $10,000. The month after that, he made $15,000. Month after that, $25,000. Month after that, $40,000. What I will say to you, David, is if you want to keep playing at the level you're playing at, don't quit your job.
How do you mean?
If you want to
playing
keep
at the level I'm playing at.
If you want to make $15,000 a month and that's where you want to stay, then keep doing what the fuck you're doing. You don't have to quit. Stay there. If that's comfortable to you, then go ahead.
Well, it's comfortable, but like I want to make a lot more. Like I believe I can make 50, 60, 70, 80,000. Like I totally believe the potential is there. I'm not
If you believe
ready
that,
yet. I need some skills to learn.
if you believe that, then you need to remove the anchor that's holding you back. Because running a $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a month business will not happen while you're fucking distracted. My definition of distraction is anything that pulls you away from your purpose. And right now, it seems to me like your purpose is being on this call because it's 10 a.m. and you're here, not at your work. Just saying.
Yeah, 100%.
So go look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, like, don't like fuck around. Like, go look and be like, do you believe that you can make this online thing work? And like, see what answer comes back. And if the answer is yes, you don't need my advice.
Yeah, I just wanted somebody to bounce it off of and just kind of hear it from you.
Totally.
And it's funny because I go back and listen to the old podcasts, and I always go back to the ones that Mike Mayo came on because I totally related to his story.
Mm-hmm.
And I listened to him a lot actually because he was such an amazing guy and so relatable.
Mm-hmm.
And I totally resonate, and a lot of similarities with corporate job and what have you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
it's like at the end of the day, bro, like you've got a big opportunity in front of you, and I'm gonna like just relate with you, and I understand that it's a big challenge, especially like when you're like, how old are you? 50?
53.
53. So you've been doing things a certain way for 53 years. It's like making the shift is it's not a small shift. I respect that. It's a big shift. It's like your whole fucking life. You've been doing things one way, and now like this crazy black dude comes along and teaches you how to make money online, and you're like, what the fuck? It's weird. I get it. But I also like think that you've got a green light, and I think you should hit the fucking gas pedal.
All right.
Bet.
Thanks for your perspective.
You're welcome. I'll see you next week. I'm excited to hear what comes up for you.
Awesome. Thanks
John,
again. Appreciate it.
You're welcome, brother. What's up, John?
Brian, what's up?
How you doing, brother?
I'm not too bad. I shouldn't say that. I'm doing fucking great.
There we go.
Best day ever.
I like that.
Yeah. I have a question about coaching and competing.
Okay.
There's a competition coming up down here in July. I've never competed before. And I'm wondering, do you think that I don't really have any intention of coaching competitors.
Yep.
But do you think it will help if I compete as a coach? Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm going to tell you guys why I do fitness competitions, even though right now there's like 1 out of 2 days every week that I feel like dying. The reason that I do fitness competitions at the level that I do is because who here has been following my contest prep journey? Raise your hand. I know that my clients pay attention to the shit that I do. And I know that if I can inspire my clients through the actions that I take, that they'll be more likely to follow my lead in whatever else I do. That's the first thing, is you inspire your audience to follow along with the journey. The second thing is the level of discipline that you will develop by committing yourself to one goal with every ounce of effort that you have is something that cannot ever be measured. It can't ever be measured. It's literally like you cannot measure how much value it provides to your life. And I truly do believe that like when you focus all of your energy on one fucking thing and you just refuse to allow any excuse to get in the way of you completing that mission, that in itself, that mindset transfers to everything else that you do. And I think that when you break through the limiting beliefs in one pathway, in one area, that automatically, as you shatter those beliefs, that fucking power like seeps into everything that you do. So the long answer is I think fitness competitions are beneficial for fucking everybody. Janelle's doing a fitness competition and she's a plus size trainer. because it's not about like how she looks on stage. It's about the journey. It's about the transformation. And don't get me wrong, there's some of you guys that are like me that are absolutely psychos. And I'm like, I absolutely refuse to enter anything that I'm not going to fucking win. But when I first got started, that wasn't my mentality. My mentality was I just wanted to step on stage, just wanted to compete. So the answer is absolutely the fuck yes. I think it's a good idea. And if you're asking me to do it, it means you're thinking about it. So I think you should go for it.
Yeah, one of my coaching, a friend who's a coach, and he passed through my old gym, well, his old gym, which is my gym now. And he was like, yeah, I'm competing on Saturday. And I'm like, yo, you're fucking massive. And he's like, no, I feel like shit. And I was just like, oh boy. And something inside me said, I would also like to feel like shit.
Yeah, it's fucked up. I enjoy suffering, as weird as that is. I literally, I'm like Arnell, my videographer, and Nick's my videographer, but Arnell's subbing it because Nick has a court case and he can't come to the United States. We're not talking about that. But Arnell and Kirsten, and I told them, I was like, I'm just letting you guys know I'm going dark for the next couple of weeks. Like, I'm literally like, I don't want to fucking talk. I don't want to fucking connect. I'm literally just focused on the mission because I'm fucking suffering and I love it because that's what it takes. And it's like, I love that mentality. There's something that just like drives me. So yeah, the suffering is a fucking good thing. It's like you either choose your hard or life is going to give you hard. And I'm just going to choose my fucking hard. I'm going to choose the fight worth fighting for. And I don't know why I like fighting for it so much, but I fucking love it.
Because, well, yeah, I mean, there's that sense of accomplishment as well. So fuck that. Yeah, I'm going to go hire a coach. Thanks.
As you get lead gen by a fucking 30. Pick me. Mustafa, what up?
What's up, Brian?
How you doing, brother?
Good. How are you, man?
Good. How can I serve you?
So first thing, thanks for the event. And the second thing is thanks for the competing, because same question, like I'm just start thinking really about competing and I thought I will do it by the end of the year. But unfortunately I broke my arm. So it's pushed to the next year, like maybe in summer. So thanks for both of these things. The question is like a follow-up question. I had the call on last Friday, and on the call, like I was able to close them for like 2,900 for 6 months,
Nice.
like 24 for 6 months, and then 500 for the hybrid coaching. The problem is I tried to push as much as I can to, like I sent the link and everything, and I kept asking him to do the payment, and he said, okay. Then hang up the phone. I received the phone call after 2 hours. He said that I talked to the wife and I think we're not going to do it. So my question is, how are you going to follow up for that?
Well, we need to backtrack because like you already, like in my opinion, you kind of lost the sale already. Like we can follow up, but like everybody write this in the chat. Never let them off the fucking phone with collecting it without collecting some sort of cash. Like, so let's go back to like every experience. You're either going to get a win or you're going to get a lesson. So let's get a lesson. Let's go back to the call. I want you to tell me what happened when he said yes. Walk me through exactly what happened.
So he was excited about it because he's like having 60 or 70 pounds overweight, and he's started having like sleep apnea, and he has the device now. So when I went through explaining the program and everything, he was like, just like I said, excited and everything was okay. And we even like arranged when to start, and we arranged the time of the in-person sessions because he has like 8 in-person sessions at the beginning. So everything was okay. And that's why I thought like, okay.
Pause. When he said yes and he was in, then what did you do?
Nothing actually. Just like I said, we ran through everything. Like we said,
pause. That's it.
Dates for everything. Yeah.
Do not fucking go through logistics until you collect payment. So once somebody says,
because in my mind I thought that's done because I even sent the agreements and everything. And
no, he said he's in. Nuh-uh. He's not. Nobody's sold. Everybody write this in the chat. It's not sale until you get money in the bank. So once somebody says I'm in, I'm like, cool. Give me 1 sec, Mustafa. I just sent you a link. Can you see that? Okay, so go ahead and take care of that right now. I'm going to put you on hold for 1 minute. When I come back and that's all taken care of, I'm going to walk you through what the next steps looks like. Is that cool? All right, brother. I will be right back. I'm just going to put you on hold. I'm going to grab your questionnaire. Hold. And then you just fucking wait. It's got to be awkward, because if it's not awkward, he's going to leave that phone call with your money. And he also is not going to change his fucking life.
Yeah, that's the problem. The awkward. Yeah. The awkward moments. Yeah.
So as soon as they say you're in, you collect the fucking payment. That's number 1. Number 2, because I actually do think you could follow up with this dude. And I think that it would be a video message, and he's either going to tell you to fuck off or he's going to join. So what I would say is to be like, Mustafa, what's going on, brother? I hope you're having an amazing day. I've been thinking about you a lot. And man, you told me that you need to lose 70 to 80 pounds and that you're using a sleep device right now to fall asleep. And so unless you want to use that sleep device for the rest of your fucking life, I want to change your life. I want to help you lose the weight, feel great, feel amazing. And I don't think that you should like use the excuse of my wife won't let me lose weight to prevent you from getting in the best shape of your fucking life. And so if you need to do a payment plan or you want to talk about something different, I'm happy to help. But I'm not just going to let you leave from one reason, because I do believe that you need to lose the 70 pounds. And I don't want you to have to use a sleep apnea device for the rest of your fucking life.
I think I'll reach out to him today.
We call that a Hail Mary. He's already out.
Okay.
So let's fucking bring him back in.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you.
You're welcome. Raul, what up?
Yo, what up, Brian? How are you?
I'm doing great, King. How are you?
Doing great, doing great. So I have kind of a question, and I'm also kind of asking for advice. I've been going kind of through kind of like a slower month. I think it's just because of my self-limiting beliefs and a little bit of scarcity. So I kind of want to ask, like, if you, as you were growing your businesses, when you came across like any slow months or any difficult months with clients or just with life, how were you able to get back to like having that strong mindset belief and just believe in yourself? What do you suggest? Because I've been listening to some Rise podcast, and that has been helping a lot. I've been showing up to more calls just to get my mindset right. So yeah, what would you recommend?
Bro, my mindset doesn't change no matter what situation I'm in. Yeah, your external circumstances should never dictate your internal reality. And so what I'm saying here is that, like, have your habits changed since you slipped into scarcity?
They haven't changed, but I've noticed that I haven't been showing up with the same intention. You know what I mean? Like my morning routines, I was just kind of going through the motions. I wasn't kind of showing with the same energy. But I've noticed that now that my energy has been racing, I've been improving my energy, and that has been helping a lot.
So that's a great answer, by the way. Thank you for sharing that. So my mindset, here's what I mean by that. So I want to give full context for the answer so that you guys don't feel like I'm a superhuman, because I'm not. I definitely slip into scarcity as well. But the actual habits that I use to condition my mind to be successful never miss, regardless of the situation that I'm in. And whether the month is slow or fast or great, or it's like, I don't allow my external conditions to dictate my internal reality. And so if I do catch myself slipping into scarcity, like you're saying right now, then I will do more success motivation throughout the day. I will listen to more affirmations throughout the day. Like even right now, I'm on prep, you guys. I like literally, like, there's fucking multiple days in a row where I was like, don't even want to get out of bed. And so I'm listening to success motivation videos a lot more to make sure that my mind is primed for success. So I do not allow myself to stay there. Like, it's normal to feel these feelings. It's not normal to stay there if you want to be successful. So the number one thing that I can recommend to you guys is, if you're slipping into scarcity, you got to get yourself out of that fucking mindset. You got to get yourself out of that mentality, and you got to do it now. And so you got to do something to change your state. Go for a fucking run, go for a walk, go to the gym, go lift some weights, do some fucking push-ups, do something to change your state. Like, because if you go to make content and you're in a state of scarcity, you're just going to make scarcity content, because you can't create something that you aren't, right? It's like, you're going to create whatever the fuck's inside of you. You squeeze an orange, whatever comes out, it's going to be orange juice. So you squeeze you, whatever comes out it's going to produce scarcity. So change your fucking state. And the morning ritual, if you're finding yourself not getting in the same mood as you used to when you first started it, then let's change it up. Do something different, right? Maybe instead of going for a walk, you try sprinting in the morning to wake yourself up. Maybe you try a cold shower to change it up. But you've got to do something to change, because the entire intention of a morning ritual is to get yourself in a state where you're successful for the day. And if it isn't doing that for you anymore, then you need to change it up so you can get into the right state. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally makes sense, for sure. I appreciate that. Yeah, I have been changing up my morning routine, and I've noticed a difference. I've been, like I said, listening to more Rise podcasts, the more affirmations, celebrating more wins.
So now it's like understanding that the work that you're doing now, you're going to see the fruits of it in 3 weeks. Because
okay.
I want everyone to pay attention to this. The results that you're experiencing in your life right now are a result of all the things you've been doing for the last 4 weeks. And so if you want to see success, you're like, oh, but Brian, I've been doing a morning ritual for a week. Yeah, no shit. You're not going to see the results of that for like 2-3 weeks, because the universe is currently presenting you all the things that you've manifested in the last 5. Like, you've been showing up in a certain way with a certain attitude, a certain energy. And the results that you're looking at right now in your life it's because of all the stuff that you've been doing up to this point. And so if you want to change your reality, you need to change yourself right now, and then understand that you're going to see the fruits of that in the next 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. Does that make sense? And that means you need to be patient. Like, you need to change it up. You're feeling better, feeling amazing. Once you're in that state, now stay there, be patient, and wait 3 weeks. And you're going to come back and you're going to be like, holy fuck, thank you. You got to stay patient though, right? You can't like do it for a week and then be like, what the fuck? I did it for a week and nobody's fucking, you're like 3 feet from gold. You're literally just there. You have to stay patient. And that's where it's like, your external circumstances cannot dictate your internal reality. Because if you're only feeling good when your business is popping, Then you like do this morning ritual shit. You change your state for a week and you're like, Brian, I didn't sign a fucking client. And now I feel like shit again. And you're just, now you have to restart. Get it?
Yeah, I get it.
Cool. Keep yourself in a good state. Everybody write that in the chat.
For sure. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, brother. Miranda Crisp, what up?
Hi.
Hi.
How's it going?
Best day of my life. How are you?
Best day of my life. So I, very similar to Za, like I loved her question. So I'm in a big straight state of transition right now in my life. The last 4 months have been just crazy on my end in my personal life. And I feel like right now I've been kind of like stuck going with the motions. Like I am prioritizing needle movers. I'm sending a minimum 30 new DMs every single day. I'm posting content 2 times a day, going live and doing all the things that I need to do. But I just feel like I'm not really like I'm stuck in a hamster wheel and kind of just like getting stuck with going with the motions. And I don't know how to I don't know how to explain it. What I'm really asking is just to I always feel like I should be doing more. And I'm getting into a position where I'm kind of like getting discouraged with myself that I'm like kind of staying stuck. So just any advice.
What's your definition of stuck?
I just have really slowed down with like bringing on new clients. I would say that just like growing. I feel stagnant.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
So I'm not going to ask you about your personal life because it's your personal life, but I just want to the state of transition that you're in right now, is it like almost completed or are you like still mid-season?
It's almost completed.
Yeah. So my advice to you is to look at yourself in the mirror. Actually, no, my advice to you is to give yourself a hug right now and say, you're doing a good job.
You're doing a good job.
You're doing a good job. Okay. You need to be proud of yourself. When you're in the middle of a state of transition, it's like you need to understand that that's not the season right now. It's not grind season. It's transition season.
Yeah.
And you need to be okay with the fact that that means your business is it's not going to grow right now. It's about sustaining what you currently have. If I was in your position and I was Miranda Crisp, I would be pouring all of my fucking energy into my clients, all of it, 100% of it. And then I'd be resharing my clients what they say about me on their social media because they're like, I fucking love you. You're the best. Be resharing that and still posting content, but I wouldn't be going into my DMs and hunting and trying to send 30 messages a day and booking 5 calls a day and making sure I'm selling one of them a day. It's that ain't the season. The season is retention and making sure that your clients feel you, being vulnerable with your clients about what's going on and completing this task.
Yeah.
Right. It's the same thing for me. Right now, it's the season that I'm in is I'm in contest prep mode. So everything else is just not as important. The amount of business meetings that I have are very, very, very minimal. And I love that. I don't beat myself up over it because I know that the season that I'm in is contest prep. And once contest prep season's over, then I will, enter a new season. But it's you just need to understand that right now you're in the season of personal development. You made a move in your life that was massive. I think I know what it is. I'm not going to
Yeah, you do.
But it's that's huge. So follow through with that move. That should be the number one focus because I promise you, as soon as you do that, everything in your life is going to blow up.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like I'm also so excited because I know that there's no way that the universe is not going to reward me for making such a courageous move in my life.
Agreed.
And I do think it's the one thing that has always held me back. It's been an anchor to me. So I know that it's just around the corner. So I'm excited. And then I'm like, what's going on? I just want to fucking rise and just step into this crazy highest version of myself, which I know is literally right there. So I am being a little bit impatient with myself, I think.
Yeah, just give yourself a fucking hug, tell yourself you're doing a good job and focus on your clients.
Yeah, love that.
You got this shit. I believe in you.
Fuck yeah. Well, thank you. That's all I needed.
Very, very welcome. Mike, what up, King?
What's going on, man?
How the fuck are you?
I'm doing great. I became a father on Saturday night.
Oh, dude, congratulations. That's lit. Fuck
Thank
yeah.
you.
Congratulations.
So with that, I've been at the hospital since Wednesday.
Yep.
I had to put a halt to my business and I feel like I'm trying to get back to it. I just launched a 14-day challenge, but my mindset's gone. I don't know what to do. I don't have no schedule. We're still at the hospital because he was born 11 weeks early. So we don't know what's going on. We don't know where we're staying right now besides the hospital. So I got no routine. I got no morning routine. I got nothing.
Yep. So this has been a common theme. If somebody's on their phone right now, can you do me a favor and grab this podcast link? It's episode number 217. It's called Managing Your Life in a State of Transition. This has been a common theme throughout this podcast. I've noticed there's been 3 people that have asked. Can somebody grab the podcast link and drop it in the chat? It's either 217 or 219. It's on my podcast. It's called Managing Your Life in State of Transition. You're just in a state of transition, brother. State of transition. I also can I be honest?
Yeah.
Launching a 14-day challenge while you're in the hospital, you're a psychopath. I'm dead ass. What are you doing?
Well, last week was my birthday. Like a couple weeks ago was my birthday, and I had a birthday giveaway. And all the people that engaged in that but didn't win, I messaged them saying, if you didn't win, but I am launching something that you can join.
Yeah.
So
Here's my advice. All you need to do is send them a picture of you and your fucking kid in the hospital and be like, hey, so surprise, I was just made a father. It was my baby was 11 weeks early. So I'm going to postpone the 14-day challenge. But as soon as I'm out of the hospital, we'll send you a message and I can let you know, what we're going to do with the challenge. But I would not be fucking running a 14-day challenge right now. You're just going to add a lot of stress to your plate.
okay.
Yeah. So don't do that. Go listen to my podcast. Somebody lost in the chat. It's 217. It's like managing your life during a state of transition. Be compassionate with yourself and set up like a 10 before 10, but it's going to be 10 before whatever the fuck you can day, because your baby is going to be, your baby runs your schedule. I wish Cole was here because he'd be able to give you better.
I know I wanted to talk to Cole because obviously he just had one, right? So
yeah. I wish he was here, but yeah, I would say 10 before 10 would be the fucking answer. And listen to this podcast. Like, keep it simple. Do not run a fucking challenge. Oh, he's listening to this live right now. He's on the Instagram live. So maybe I'll show you. It's Mike Saborn. Hey, midget. It's Mike Saborn, the guy with the beard. Yeah. You'll need a stepladder to talk to him, but that's okay. Cool. Helpful?
Yeah. Thanks, man. All right.
Be compassionate with yourself. Don't fucking run a challenge. You're crazy.
Okay.
And boy or girl?
Boy.
What's his name?
Huxton.
That's a good fucking name. I like that a lot.
Thank you.
I like that a lot. He's going to have a great beard, just like his dad. Good to see you, bro.
All right. Thanks, man.
Joseph, what up?
What's going on, coach? This is crazy to be talking to you because I've just been just really inspired by your podcast and all the valuable information that you provide, and just being a role model, honestly. So I appreciate you for that.
Thank you, bro.
My kind of question is, consistency really isn't the issue for me, especially when it comes to content, but I feel like maybe the content that I'm putting out just needs to be improved because I'm not really getting a lot of engagement, and I'm not believing the algorithm because I know I can improve my content. So lately I've been focusing more because I've just been binging the podcast as well, network expansion, sending out DMs. I don't know. I guess I just need to hear it from coach. That's what I should be focusing on, right?
Yeah, I'm going to give you the answer you need. So I have bad news for all you hard workers. Consistency by itself is not enough. Everybody write that in the chat. And the perfect example of this is the fucking weight loss client that joins your program, does 2 hours of cardio a day. And they're like, but Brian, I'm consistent. Consistency by itself is not enough. You need to be consistent and you need to be intense. Consistent and intense. Now, I'm intense as fuck with my content in the sense of I'm literally 11 days out from my fitness competition. I hired a videographer to follow me around. We still do talking reels while I'm here. I'm still doing my editing reels. I'm doing photos every second day. I'm intense because I know that the content is what's going to get me to the next level. So my intensity with my content, Joseph, also goes to what I'd be doing if I was Joseph and I was in your position. Here's what I would do, literally step by step. Step number one is I would go to my last 50 reels that I'd scroll. What's your average views on your Instagram, Joseph, on your reels? Average.
Probably 250.
What's your good reels?
Maybe 400 plus. I did one random one and I got 7,000, which was weird because it was I was ordering something from In-N-Out and I had asked my girlfriend, oh, just record me really fast. And that ended up popping up on all 4 platforms.
What the fuck? Why are we not doing more of that?
I started that. So I did more yesterday. I'm doing more in the stores, kind of this is what I recommend. This is high protein, stuff like that. But then I think back on, okay, well, I'm not really targeting my avatar doing this. So is this the wrong approach?
Who's your avatar?
Ex-athletes who have gained weight and want to get back into athletic shape.
What do you mean? How many fucking ex-athletes go to In-N-Out Burger?
I guess a lot.
How many ex-athletes go to the fucking grocery store? All of them.
That's fair.
All of them. 100% of them. They all have to eat. Every single one of them. So here's what I would do if I were you. Let's go back to what the BMARC plan. I'd be going into my reels. I would be seeing which ones worked. Anyone that got over 400 plus views, and there's one that has 7,000, so I'd fucking definitely experiment with that. I'd be doing more content like that because if it popped off on all platforms, that's literally the algorithm being like, hey, fucker, do more of this, right? So pay attention to what it's saying, bro. You got to pay. Second thing is, do you have anybody that inspires you with content that is not me? Because obviously I'm a business coach, like a fitness coach. If not,
Man,
then here's what I would do. I would be going to TikTok and I'd be finding 5 creators that are putting out valuable fucking content that I fuck with. And it would be valuable content that I fuck with that I feel like I could recreate. Because if somebody was doing like these highly edited fucking videos and I'm a one-man show, I'm not going to fucking recreate that, but I might steal the idea, right? I might steal the idea. So find 5 creators that are creating content that you fuck with. Then what I would do is I'd go to Viral Finder, VIRAL Finder without the E, Viral Finder without the E.com. I plugged in their username. This is how I started growing my account, you guys. I'd find out what videos were fucking exploding. And then I would take some of those video ideas and I would make them my own and I would recreate them. So 2 things. 1, get fucking intense with your content, and you need to make the commitment that you're not going to post. You're not just going to be consistent. You're going to be consistently better with every video. Write that down. I'm consistently better with every video. Like the reason that my Instagram account is growing, we're almost at 100,000 followers now, but by the time you listen to this podcast, it might be at 150. Who fucking knows? But the reason that we're growing, it's at 85.7K right now, is because I made the commitment that every fucking video that I put out was going to be better than the last one. And then because I made that commitment, eventually I found my flow. And now that I found my flow, I'm just fucking consistent with it, right? Once you find the right recipe, you just need to fucking keep cooking it. But until you find the right recipe, you need to experiment with different fucking formulas until you find the one that works for you. Does that make sense?
yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I have experimented with like, just talking head, motivational, just cooking videos, which I have no passion for. So I don't like aspire to do cooking videos. And yeah, this one kind of popped off and I tried it out and I was like, oh, well, I can do this too. So I just want to see, how long would you give it? Give it a few weeks to see if all of them, do
30
well?
days. 30 days. Like you need anything that you're trying, you need to try for 30 days and you need to try to make them better and better and better and better and better. That's another thing that I want to say is like a big reason I didn't pop off for a long time, Joseph, is because I was like changing it up every fucking day. I do a talking video and then I do like a fucking motivational reel and then I do a fucking another talking video and then I do like a dance video. It's like commit to one of these strategies. So commit to the fucking food strategy, right? For 30 days. So that's 50% of your content. And then with another 50% of your content, commit to talking videos, but talk like, and then figure out different ways to say some of the shit you're saying. Like I have a video that I post on my Instagram. It was about pinned post on your profile. And when I posted it at first, it literally shat the bed hard. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to do this video again, but I'm going to change up the first 3 seconds. And instead of like, here's a pinned post strategy, the first 3 seconds said, here's how to turn your Instagram into a money-making machine. And just me changing up the first sentence of the video and keeping the actual video the exact same. This video, Instagram money-making machine, popped off and the other one shat the bed. But that's why you got to be committed to experimenting, right? Like you got to be trying things out within the experiment. So talking videos would be one, and then the other one would be like drive-through/food videos.
Cool. I appreciate that. That's super helpful.
Cool. I love it, brother.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So Mel and Danny, we're going to do last 2. Mel, go ahead.
So, hi, how are you doing?
Best day of my life. How are you doing?
Yeah, all right. Good. Hey, I've got 2. Well, I guess I don't even, sorry, my mind's all over the place, but I'm still in the Wolf Pups chat. I've been asking those coaches some guidance on what to do. I've got 1 week to either succeed or sink. And I've got my mind wrapped around whether doing another 6-week challenge for fast cash or doing a 14-day challenge. What's your opinion?
Fucking, I need way more shit than that. What do you mean sink or succeed? What the fuck is that?
So when I signed up, I told you I was giving like all my money. And so I've got 1 week to sign 1 paid in full to make it work. And I've been getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning, sending DMs. I've been intentional with everything. And I'm trying to constantly be better every day. So I'm just trying to figure out now what decision to do. Should I do a 14-day challenge? Because at the beginning, the coaches told me to only focus on the 6-week challenge that I have going right now. So that's the only reason why I haven't already launched that.
Okay. Do you want to tell me what else is going on? Because you seem frustrated.
No, just personal shit. My health is not very good at the moment.
I appreciate you for being vulnerable. Listen, whether you do a 6-week challenge or a 14-day challenge, it does not fucking matter. Literally at all. What matters is like, if you want this shit, then fucking make it happen now. Period. Like you can't give yourself an option out. You're talking like you get to bail out if you want to. I get to bail out if it's sink or swim. No, if you sink,
I don't want.
are you gonna no, fucking I'm talking now. If you sink, what are you gonna do? Die? You're gonna fucking be dead. You sink or swim. So you're gonna just be dead. Fucking online training didn't work. I'm just gonna die. You can't think like that. Like sink or swim is not a fucking option. It's like find a fucking way. If you want to make this work, find a fucking way. You can do a 14-day challenge. You can do a 6-week challenge. You can do a call to action on your social media. You can send out 100 fucking DMs and book a call. If you actually have the fucking willpower and the resilience, you will find a way, period. And if you don't, you will fail. And that's not me. That's the universe. I'm fucking communicating directly from the universe. If you actually want to make this fucking work, then make it fucking work, period. That's it. That's the fucking answer. Do it with a 14-day challenge, a 6-week challenge, do the fucking call to action, send out 1,000 DMs. Doesn't fucking matter. Where there is a will and you are determined and you will refuse to fucking back down, there is a way. And maybe you're not ready for that. And I'm not going to hate on you if you're not, but like, that's the fucking truth. It doesn't matter if you do a 14-day challenge or a 6-week challenge. It's completely fucking irrelevant. What matters is the mindset that you approach it with. You need to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, do you actually want this shit?
Of course I do.
Then fucking show me. You say, of course I do. Then you're walking around with like, well, sink or swim. Fuck that. You need to fucking slap the fucking and like give yourself some bad bitch vibes and go get a fucking sale. Like, do not accept weakness from yourself. You're better than that. You were made for more. Unless you want to be a 9-to-5 employee, then fucking go work for somebody else. I don't give a fuck. That's your life.
Fuck that.
Exactly. Then fucking fuck that. Like, actually consider the alternative. Like, what happens if you quit? Tell me, what happens if you quit?
I'll go to collections if I quit.
And then what?
Yeah, exactly.
And then what?
I'll fail.
And then what?
I'll have to go work a fucking 9-to-5.
And then what? How does that make you feel?
And then my mental health will go even worse than.
Okay,
So
so tell me
it's-
about the
yeah.
where will you work if you work your 9-to-5?
I don't even fucking know. I'll have to go find one.
Is that a reality that you're willing to accept?
No,
Then
I've
don't
been there.
fucking accept it. You need to tell yourself, I'm signing a fucking client this week, period.
I've got a phone call booked today.
So
I'm gonna
sign
sign
them.
it.
Sign the
will.
fucking client. Sign the fucking client. Do whatever the fuck is necessary. When's your phone call?
11:30 my time.
What time is it right now?
7 o'clock in the morning.
Who the
I've been
fuck's
up
gonna
since
ro-
3.
who the fuck's gonna role play with Mel before a call and give her some hard objections so she can close this fucking person? Look in the chat.
Sweet, I'll hit you up.
You better. This isn't like I ain't letting you off the fucking hook that easy. You better.
No, I've studied the damn script. I studied the phone script last night. I've been up since 3 o'clock again this morning. For the last 4 weeks, I've been up at 3 o'clock.
So now
But
it's
even
like-
since I started following you like 3 months ago, I've been up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
So now it's time to fucking like, now it's your time. It's time to take what's fucking yours. You've been putting in the work. You've been putting in the effort. Now it's time to claim what's fucking yours. Take it.
I've been talking to Louise Watson as well, so I've been reaching out to CLA members. So I've been active as fuck. I'm probably the most annoying person on Wolfpack.
To this call next week and tell me about the client that you signed. Take what's yours.
Sweet.
I believe in
Sorry.
you. It's okay. You don't have to cry. Or sorry, you don't have to apologize for crying. My bad. You don't have to cry. Who the fuck am I to say that? I apologize for saying that. You're good. Thanks for being vulnerable. I appreciate you. Show
Thank
me.
you.
You're welcome. Danny, last and not least, I'm going over because I break the rules and I didn't want to fucking just leave you the only person I didn't answer. What's up?
Appreciate you. How are you doing, Brian? I'll be quick.
Best day of my life, brother. How can I serve you?
So I'm new here and I've been doing coaching for like 2-3 months.
Mhm.
So my content's doing well. I have a good following, but my style is direct, no bullshit, straight value. So this concept of connection and like, the connection documentation stuff is new. So my question is, what kind of connection content could I make in the reels that will work? Because it's kind of not my style.
That's good. Good question. So like, are you converting from like, are you making money from your audience right now?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So then what I would do is I wouldn't change up your content strategy on your newsfeed. I would do connection in your stories. So on your Instagram stories, be like, what's up, guys? So y'all see me fucking being a savage on my newsfeed, which is what I fucking do. But I also, this is my dog, right? I just want to show you guys my life instead of just being a fucking, and instead of just coming at you with straight value. This is like, just take people on a walk. You're at the gym. You have something that comes to your mind, like mindset wise. You can just like share with your mindset. Follow Cole on social media and watch his stories and duplicate that, but do it in your own way.
Mhm,
Right.
for sure.
I think that's something that's really important, you guys. And you brought up a great point, Danny, is like, if you're converting from your audience right now, connection proof and value content is something that I recommend everybody study. Like, I believe that those are the fundamental strategies to make sure that your content pops off. But also there's going to be one content type that your audience fucks with harder. And right now it seems like you found your flow. So I don't want you to interrupt your flow because you fucking learned something from us that you want to like implement. Instead, what I would do is I would implement that in your story, because in order for people to purchase, they need to know you, like you, and trust you. So I do think that having connection content in there is good. But dude, what if like 1 in every 10 posts, you did a swipe over carousel post and it's just you, your life, your family, like your car, you could do like a photo dump. Like, just wanted to show you guys who the fuck I am. Happy Saturday. Right? Like, that's connection content. Like, I just did a photo dump with like me and a full day in the life of my prep, just to show people like what I'm doing. Like, people like following that kind of stuff, especially if you're well known on social media.
Got it. Reels too with the connection thing, or no?
Reels too. There's the person that I'd recommend following for Reels for connection content would be Meg Nunes. So MEAGNUNEZ, Meg Nunes. And then she's got some underscores. Just watch some of her Reels where she like showcases her relationship. Sometimes she'll showcase a day in the life. I almost think that for your style, it would be more like a day in the life. If you wanted to, you could open up and share some vulnerable shit, but I don't know how it would do. Actually, no, it would do well. I just shared a video about how I did cocaine on my honeymoon and it fucking exploded, and it had nothing to do with business coaching. Yeah. If you got anything that you want to share on a talking video, that could perform well. So yeah, I think experiment, bro. I would say experiment. I wouldn't deviate too far away from your content strategy. Like, I would say if 80% of your content strategy is like, you're doing this content strategy and it's working, and let's say you're coming here because you're like, Brian, I want to experiment a little bit. Then I'd be like, okay, so instead of 100% of your content strategy being this, let's make 90% what you're doing. Don't fucking change what's working. And then let's sprinkle in some of the experiments. So the experiments would be like the carousels, the talking reels, a day in the life, that kind of shit.
Got it. Awesome. Real quick, one last thing, if you got like 1 minute.
I'm here to serve.
I want to do live streams. Mm-hmm. How do you structure that? I've never done that. I know it's the most raw form of content and like very connection-y. So how would you just like live ask me questions? Like, how does that work?
I'm going to follow up question. So give me one of the talking reels one of the value reels that you recently put out.
I do a lot of fixing form. I call people fat and then I tell them how to fix it. Like, just stuff like that.
Okay. So you could literally do a live stream titled 5 Reasons Why You're Fat.
That's my style. Yeah.
Yeah. So 5 reasons why you're fat. And then you just have those reasons. And then this is how you structure a live stream. For those of you guys that are going live for the first time, this is how you structure a live stream. You want to start the live stream. You always want to give people a chance to come in. So as people are coming in, you're like, what's going on, guys? Hope everyone's having a fucking great day. What's up? Hope you're doing well. If this live stream offends you, good. I'm here to offend you. And then I'm going to change your fucking life. What's up? I'm just going to let everybody tune in. What's up, Danny? What's up, Jess Villain? What's up, Raven? Hope you're doing well. All right, cool. Now let's get into it. And so you do like, I would say 30 seconds to 2 minutes of like just saying hi. I like to say hi to usernames as they're coming in. Mm-hmm. And then I'll have my content on the actual live stream that I want to talk about. So I'm going to go over 5 points. 5 reasons why you're fucking fat on this live stream. Reason number 1, blah. Reason number 2, blah. And then people are going to be talking shit, and you can engage with them if you want, if that's your style. Like, you can talk back and forth with people. And then throughout the live stream, if you want to plant the seed for coaching, be like, if any of these like resonate and you feel like you're struggling with this and you actually want some help and you want to change your life, then DM me with the word fat loss and I'll help you out. Okay, so blah, 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 right? And then to end the live stream, I would do a CTA at the end. If you're interested in coaching, DM me more clients on Instagram and I'll reach out to you to see if I can help.
Got it. Every single live stream CTA then?
Every single one. Yes.
Perfect. Perfect. You've been super helpful.
So that's one way to do a live stream. Another way to do a live stream is you can just do a straight up Q&A. If you're going to do a straight up Q&A on like an Instagram live, I would have 5 questions ready to start the conversation, because if nobody asks a question, you're just going to be sitting there with your fucking thumbs up your ass. So I would bring 5 questions like preloaded that you could answer on the live stream as people are coming in. And then as you're answering questions, people will start to ask, and then you can just interact with the audience.
Perfect. Super helpful. Appreciate you, and good meeting you.
Cool. Good to meet you too, Danny. Thanks for coming up. Guys, that is it. That is all. Thank you so much for tuning into today's podcast. If you did get value, please make sure you go post in the academy and let us know what you fucking learned. And for those of you guys that showed up today, asked great questions, I appreciate you all. Hope you all have the best day of your entire life. Oh, by the way, who the fuck's coming to Houston to watch me compete? If you're coming to Houston to watch me compete, I see fucking Goom. How do I say your name? Unmute yourself. Camaro? Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm just going to call you G, bro, because I don't want to mispronounce your name and I don't want to fuck it up multiple times. I'm going to sound like
all good.
My man G's coming. Who else is coming? Good. There's going to be a live stream, but if you come in person, you get fucking brownie points. Peace, love, and protein. Have the best day of your entire life. We'll talk to you guys soon. Let's go. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. Hopefully you got some value. If you did, and you want to learn more about how me and my team can help you scale your online fitness business to $10,000 a month, DM me 10K on Instagram at TheRealBrianMark for more information, and I'll reach out to you to see if I can help you grow an online coaching business.